My friend, today on the live stream, where I take a request and most of the people try to stump me or say something crazy in the comment section, I met a couple of people that suggested songs I should know. This song is by Kenny Rogers, The Gambler. I saw a comedian do a short bit on this, and it's really funny. If you would have been like, the shortest story ever told by Kenny. I met a man, we both played cards, somebody got angry and one of us died. That's the end of the song. However, here is the key. You might want to use a capo for this. When it's in the key of E flat, it's kind of hard to do unless you know your cage system. Really quick, let me tell you about it. C major, D minor, E minor, F major, G major, A minor, B diminished, and C can be moved anywhere, and you can learn how to play C major. You can play your D minor. You can play your E minor, your F major. You definitely can play that G major, or just do it like this, G major, A minor, and then our B diminished, and then back to our C. Which means if you play the cage system, you can use all the chords you already know and move anywhere without having to have a capo. I'll just show you how it looks. If we bar up that third fret and play a C major, we get an E flat major. When we move a finger and move down, I postulate this is a G sharp major, but the idea is it looks like an F if you already know how to play the C to the F. When you put a capo on here, put it right towards the top of the fret. You're going to be, put it at the third fret, my bad. Play out your C major. So the chords of this are most definitely going to be a C major, and then you're going to be going down to an F. F major to C major, F major to C major, G major, yeah. There are no other chords besides this. So no matter where you play this with this capo, you're playing these chords of 1, 4, and 5. It would be awfully interesting to take this because it's an E flat, put it right in here, and then play something like your D major. Oh, you always want to put that straight too. So like D major. And then because we're playing the E here and we wanted to go to that, not the E, let's call it like let's call it the E flat. And then go E, D to A, D, A, D, A. And then what's the other chord that's part of that? Well, E, D, A, and E. So knowing a little bit behind music theory isn't too terribly bad if you know that the 1, the 4, and the 5 are going to be major chords. That way you can play it any way you want. I'm going to do it without a capo because that's the way I'm most comfortable. I'm most comfortable without the capo. So weird. Here we go. So, on a warm summer evening on a train bound for nowhere, met up with a gambler. We were both too tired to sleep, so we took turns staring out the window. Gordon overtook us and he began to speak. He said, son, I made a life of reading people's faces, knowing what the cards were by the way they held their eyes. And he said, if you don't mind me saying, I can see you're out of aces. Taste for your whiskey and I can give you some advice. Great tune, huh? And then he's like, and so I handed him the bottle. He drank down my last swallow, bummed a cigarette, and he asked me for a light. And the night got deathly quiet and his face lost expression. He said, if you're gonna play the game, boy, you gotta learn how to play it right. Those are 3 verses back to back. That is considered the A form. Oh, jeez. And then the B form, or the chorus, the refrain, goes to, you got to, remember if you're doing it without the capo, it's a big old C. Know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when to run. There'll be time enough for counting. When at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when the deal is done. So, what we're expressing here is if we play with a capo, 3rd fret, you can play a C major to an F major. C major, F major, C major, F major, G. When it goes to that secondary part, you can have, you gotta know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em. If you're having a hard time with your bar chords here, you don't have to do a bar on the F. You can play your C and just move these 2 notes up. That works quite well. It's F major 7, but it still sounds really good. And then when you go to your G, scoot that up. also pretty cool. Tell you what, I enjoyed learning this one. I can't believe that I didn't know this Kenny Rogers song. And I learned a little bit more about how to use a capo and how to explain music. Full circle. If you enjoyed this, subscribe, put something cool in the comment section, and we will see you post haste.